I know you always thought you'd probably stay behind the scenes as songwriter producers, so it must be a little surreal to actually be like stars on the other side of that fence.
Yeah, I think what's nice about Elijah and I is that we try to just kind of take all that in stride, right? And those, like, that's a bold sentence, and it's beautiful to kind of hear that. But we try to we always joke that we don't take ourselves too seriously, and we try to do that in the most authentic way possible, just because I think that's how we stay grounded the most. So it's as we say, it's an incredible experience, but we're trying to kind of just like take it step by step and keep level-headed, if you will.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think the fact that your songwriters will stand you in good stead, because if it ever fades, or you don't want to get too much of a big head, the fact that you can write songs and continue to do that and be connected to the creative side of it and not just the performing side of it, that's a very grounding, humbling thing, I think.
Absolutely. I think I think more than anything, it's selfish. Like, I think we do it for ourselves first, and it's just, we're lucky enough that people love the music that we're creating, and we're very fortunate for that.
In terms of songwriting, Elijah, you're usually arranging and producing, I assumed, to sort of capture the voice. It's more about the emotion and more about the voice, I think, so much than getting everything a little bit
Absolutely,
right.
yeah. I think in my opinion, I think a great song is the best portrayal of a certain emotion. I think when you capture that, we look at somebody like Carly Rae Jepsen, who just accepted a Lifetime Achievement Award up there. It's incredible. Like, it's the most streamed song ever, and she captured that pop presence in that 2012 song perfectly, and like, that's what made that song so great, is that it was the right time, the right emotion, the right demographic, and that's all you're trying to do, is you're trying to capture a moment and freeze it in time, because that moment goes away so quickly. So as a producer first, it's so important to not worry about the extraneous stuff, not worry about, was the mic perfect, was everything else perfect. It's more about making sure that Jamie's comfortable and that she's singing to the best of her ability, in the right mood, in the right headspace. It's all about that, because people can see right through a bad song or a bad production or whatever it is.
Right, or an inauthentic one, absolutely.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, since the launch, you've gotten signed to a major label, you've had hit singles, you've earned Juno nominations, and you're opening a tour for Mariana's Trench, you're winning SOCAN Awards. Has there been any one moment so far where you've been like, oh, that's the moment?
You know what? Our usual answer is when we're on stage and when people are singing our lyrics back to us. That's our usual answer. I think the moment for us, actually, surprisingly enough, was, what was our second last show? Was it Calgary?
Yeah.
Or Edmonton? I think it was Calgary.
Yeah.
And we played the show in Calgary. It was about a week and a half ago. And we finished, and it was the first time where Elijah and I both kind of went to the top of the stage at the end, and people just were screaming for minutes at a time. And it was just that overwhelming sensation of, like, we're really doing this, and people are receiving it, and people are appreciating and respecting what we're doing, and that's the most beautiful feeling in the world. And it was the first time that I think we stopped and soaked it in, because it was support every night and there was excitement every night, but it was the first time we went to the top of the stage and we just had our hands down and we were looking at everybody, and it was beautiful to see.